I just got my hands on the newest annual Sol de Janeiro body mist trio that comes out every single summer. These are all limited edition, as they are every single year. Real quickly, last year's drop, I have never been so disappointed in body mist ever in my life. They did not do it for me at all. They were so boring. I can't tell you what any one of them smelled like. They were just so unmemorable. These ones, these are better. I will say that right now. Not my favorites, but better. I'm gonna say this in every video where I talk about Sol de Janeiro, but Sol de Janeiro, if you're listening to me, please bring back the Anita body spray. That was the best body spray that they have ever released, and I need that back in a huge bottle and as a core non-limited edition scent. That scent is literally my favorite, and I'm cherishing every little last drop of it. I have stopped using it because I'm afraid to use it, which I need to get out of that mindset, because you need to just use things while you have them, otherwise they'll go bad and then you never even use them or enjoy them. So I need to just start using it, especially now going into the warmer months. I definitely need to pull that out, but that is such a good scent. Please bring that back. Anyways, with all that said, let's get into reviewing these three. First, let's go through packaging. I really love the packaging for this year's mist. Very earthy, really organic kind of vibe with the wooden cap. I really like that. I think they look really chic and pretty and kind of minimal, but in a really good way. So really love the packaging this year. I think last year's they were like neon, and this year they're just more minimal. Scent wise, we have Refresco Paraiso, Lemonada Gelada, I'm so sorry for the pronunciation, and then Cheeky Bikini. So those are the three scents, and interestingly enough, in the store, what was my favorite is not my favorite now, and obviously it's more accurate now that I have these, because in the store I was literally spraying like every perfume I was coming into sight with, so it kind of just clouded my judgment for some of these. But let me start with the one that was my favorite in store, which was Cheeky Bikini. This says, bear it all with ripe notes of apricot nectar, crushed orange blossom, and sheared vanilla. The full list of notes is acai berry, peach, apricot, middle notes of orange blossom and raspberry, and base notes of amberwood, vanilla, and honey. So this one was really pretty to me, and in store it kind of smelled like this warm floral pink kind of scent. I still agree, and I do like this, but now having it now, it kind of just reminds me of a Bath and Body Works mist. Nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't really stand out to me at all, and for some reason in store it just smelled sweeter to me and just better overall. So yeah, this is just a fresh, fruity, kind of just underwhelming scent. So I don't know what I was on at the store. I must have just sprayed something underneath it and then put this on top and thought, oh, it's actually really sweet and good, because no, actually in actuality this is just a fresh, floral, unmemorable, generic scent. Also, usually the pink bottles are usually the ones that I like, because they just look like they would be more my vibe and like the sweetest one, but no, that's not what this is. It is pretty though. If you are more of a fresh girly with a little bit of like fruitiness, then you are gonna like that one. But there's an even fresher one on the list. I would say this is my least favorite, so I'm gonna rank them all. It's kind of crazy because my favorite one ended up being the one that I thought I was gonna hate. So with the Refresco Paraiso, obviously the color of the bottle, the name, it's obviously a very fresh scent, even fresher than the Cheeky Bikini, which has a little bit of sweetness, obviously coming from those fruits, but this one, you have no sweetness in here, and that's not always a bad thing. It's just, this is very fresh. It kind of smells like honeydew melon to me. Something very nostalgic and fresh about this. Like, I love to smell it, but not necessarily one that I'm dying to smell like, if that makes sense. This says, soak it in with the lush notes of rainforest, orchid, sea breeze, and Brazilian blue cactus. This is a really nice, refreshing scent. Literally, it's in the name. It quite literally is refreshing. It kind of gives me vibes of cucumber melon from Bath and Body Works. Not as cucumbery. It has a little bit more like intricate notes, but definitely along that same vibe, just very refreshing. Something that would be really nice if you're at the beach, it's a really hot summer's day, and you're just kind of using this to refresh. It smells really good in that way. So that's kind of what this one I think would be nice for. But honestly, it's another one that is kind of just underwhelming me. The full list of notes is green leaves, lime, orchid, middle notes of banana leaf, C notes, tropical fruits, and base notes of cactus and skin musks. This is so good because it's like, it's such a nice scent to smell. Like, I would love to have this in a room spray or a candle because it's so refreshing and smells so good. But it's just not really my kind of scent in terms of perfumes, like what I like to smell like. I hope that that makes sense. Like scent itself, like I said, I would love to have this in a candle, but it's just not working for me as a body spray. And then the most shocking conclusion ever is that my favorite one is this. And the reason why this is shocking, this is the Lemonada Gelada. As soon as I read that name, I was like, I'm gonna hate that. If you're new here, I mean, my regular viewers will probably know this, but I do not like a citrus gourmand. That is not my vibe at all. I think it smells like baking with citrus cleaning products. It's a big mess for me and I've never liked it. Devotion from Dolce & Gabbana being one of my least favorite scents of all time, which is literally the embodiment of this type of sugary lemony kind of scent. And obviously the name of this, the look, it's literally yellow. It was giving that kind of vibe. And at the store, I hated this one. I actually really didn't like it. But at the same time, the ones at the stores were all empty. There was like literally one single drop left. And I figured they'd been there for a while. So I was like, maybe it's smelling off because it's been here for a long time. So I decided to get it anyway. And anyway, I wanted to review these for you guys. But I'm really glad I did because this ended up being my favorite of this trio, and it's not what I thought it was gonna be in the best way. This says, squeeze the day with creamy notes of Brazilian lemonade, accord, coconut milk, and brown sugar. The full list of notes is top notes of lemonade, bergamot, pineapple, middle notes of coconut milk, solar notes, floral notes, musk, and base notes of brown sugar, vanilla, amber, and blonde woods. I think the reason why I like this is because it's not necessarily a gourmand and lemon, you know, it's like that I really dislike, but this one's more like fresh lemonade citrus with a nice warmth. And my favorite part of this is the dry down. It's the same reason actually why I love the Anita scent, because the dry down for Anita is my favorite part of it. It starts out very fruity, but then the dry down is like vanilla ice cream. This is doing the same thing. And I even really like the opening. The opening is like this really nice lemonade. Honestly, this kind of gives me orange creamsicle vibes. So good. But the best part is the dry down. The dry down is just pure vanilla bean, rich vanilla ice cream kind of a dry down, which reminds me so much of the Anita scent and why I love that scent so much, because that vanilla ice cream kind of scent will linger with you all day and it just smells so heavenly. So if you're a sweet girly, this is gonna be your favorite of this bunch. Don't get confused with the pink one like me. I thought this was gonna be like the sweet sugary one. No. Also, these are really pretty too, and it's not that I don't like these because I'm only a gourmand lover. I like everything as long as it smells good to me. It doesn't matter if it's a fresh scent or floral. I like fresh and floral scents as well. But these two, in my opinion, are just really generic, and I feel like you can easily get them from Bath & Body Works body sprays. These do each retail for $26. There is the Sephora sale going on right now, so that's how I bought these, and I recommend you do the same because you get a little bit of money off on them. And they're not terribly expensive, especially for more like a luxury brand, something that you get at Sephora, you know? But in my opinion, the one that I would recommend the most if you have the same taste as me and you like sweet scents, go for this. If you like this like vanilla ice cream delicious dry down and you want to smell like a little orange creamsicle, that's this. Honestly, now that I'm touching this packaging, I kind of don't like it because the wood is almost coming off and it's almost giving me splinters. Like, I don't like that. I like the look of it, but I wish it was more like a fake wood kind of look, but it's like real wood. It's literally giving me splinters. Those are all the scents. In conclusion, my least favorite to my most favorite. My least would be the Refresco Paraiso. I think this is pretty, it's fresh, and it's a nice scent. Like, I like to smell it, just not to smell like it. My next favorite would be Cheeky Bikini. This is a nice, just like floral fresh scent, but again, really unmemorable, generic. Both of these scents, I feel like I definitely have Bath & Body Works mists that are almost identical to these two. And then my favorite was this. I am normally not one to like sugary lemony kind of scents, but this one's really pretty and kind of just gives me a nice dry down of delicious, rich vanilla bean. Ooh. That is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on this one. To be honest, again, overall, I'm more disappointed than I am in love because most of them I don't really like, but I would love to hear your thoughts about this one. I think last year when I made my video, there was a lot of people that were like, no, I really like this collection. And then I kind of felt like I was the odd one out. So this year, I don't know what the consensus is. Are you guys liking these? Is it another disappointment for you? For me, it's kind of honestly more another disappointment. Just at least I got one good scent out of it. That is it for this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and turn post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.